Hello everybody, my name is Doomfish, and today we're going to be talking about how you can make an automatic sheep shearing farm, or a wool farm, in Minecraft. So this is pretty simple right here. All we have is our little platform with grass, sheep on them in a little glass enclosure, an observer dispenser with shears in it, and every time the sheep's wool grows back, which we can detect by seeing when this grass block grows back, or when it gets eaten by the sheep, um, the wool will grow back and it will automatically be sheared, and all the drops will go into this chest, and it works with any color of wool. So this build is pretty easy. It's relatively compact, and I'll show you what you're going to need to build this thing. So this is what you're going to need per module that we had. So in the other design we had 5 modules. This is what you're going to need for one. You'll need 6 glass of any kind, 6 grass blocks, 1 solid block, a observer, redstone dust, a dispenser, 2 hoppers, a rail, a minecart with hopper, 4 chests, a couple of sheep. Remember that if you go up to a certain point, the end of these will cram, and that's no good because your sheep will just die. So you don't want to overload that, and you'll need shears. Anywhere, I would say 9 is like the minimum amount you'll need, and you can get up to like around 60 if you really wanted in the full design. So let's just get into the tutorial for this thing. Alright, so first up, what you're going to need to do is put a double chest down just like this, right there, put a hopper on top of it, and put a rail on top of that, and a minecart with hopper on top of that. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is just place a little 2x3 grass block platform above it, so something like this, just like that. Next up, we're going to place in our glass, just like so, where we have sort of 2 high on every side, and then there's 1 open side back here. And then we're going to place a observer behind this block right here, place a solid block behind that, redstone dust on top of that, and a dispenser facing towards this block right here. Then we're going to go ahead and do is place a hopper on top of this, and another double chest like that. And now we're pretty much done. All we need to do is fill up this chest with shears, which I'm just going to do right here. Since I'm in creative mode, I can just hold down middle mouse button, and sort of mouse over everything here. Or you could just put in the shears manually if you're in survival. And we need to get our sheep in here. So of course the easiest way to get sheep in survival mode would be to just sort of build a staircase up here, grab some wheat in your hand, and get a nearby like a sheep pen and breed them up here. But since we're just going to streamline the process, we're just going to use spawn eggs. And I'm just going to, for the sake of argument here, we're just going to put like 5 in. So one thing you'll want to do is put your sheep in, and you'll want to make sure that when you put them in one at a time, you want to make sure that the right color. So let's just get, let's say you wanted, I don't know, brown wool, or whatever you're using it for, and you can see that as soon as he eats the grass there, the drops will go into the chest, just like so. Alright, I just put my 4 sheep in here, and I'm just going to show you the process for what I'm doing here. I'm just making a little enclosure on top of our previous enclosure that's all temporary. Put the sheep in, dye it, and by pressing F3 and B, you can see that I have these hitboxes here. So I can press F3 and B again, hides them, show them, and you can sort of hit the block underneath them, dropping them down here without hurting them. It's pretty good because you don't want those sheep to die. We can get rid of all of these, and there you go. And we can press F3 and B again to turn these hitboxes off. And yeah, so you will want to be careful not to put too many sheep in here because of a entity cramming and the sheep could die, or because you might have trouble with this detection system if there are too many sheep in here and it goes too quickly. But I don't think that's reasonably going to happen, but it might. You never know. You can see we're getting wool at a pretty decent rate. So if you go AFK here for like 1 day on your server, just overnight or whatever you want to do, you can get a lot of wool. And of course, you can pair these modules side by side, just leave 1 block of space in between them, and put as many modules down as your heart desires. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you found it informative, or if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like on it, and you can subscribe for more content just like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.